This is Concacaf Video Signals, a Thursday, March 12th edition. Today on Video Signals, we'll examine action from the final night of Concacaf Under-20 Championship Group Games, as two teams from Group B qualified for the U20 World Cup and advanced to the Concacaf semis. We'll take a trip around the Confederation and finish the program with the Concacaf quiz. We start with the Concacaf Under-20 Championship. In the third and final round of Group B matches last night, Costa Rica came from behind to defeat Canada to secure the Ticos a place in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup and the Concacaf semifinals. The Canadian loss automatically did the same for Trinidad, which tied Mexico 2-2 later in the evening. Those results gave them the top spots in Group B, with Costa Rica finishing first with 7 points and Trinidad as runner-up with 5. In the opener, Costa Rica overcame an 11th-minute goal by Canada's Randy Arwini-Bonsu to score two of their own, one in each half. The first by David Guzman in the 25th minute, and the winner by Marcos Ureña in the 72nd. It'll be Costa Rica's second straight trip to the U20 World Cup. In the nightcap, Trinidad confirmed its place in the semifinals, rallying with a pair of second-half goals to tie 2-2 with Mexico. Drew McLaren scored in the 52nd minute, and Uriah Bentic added another 8 minutes later to lead Trinidad's comeback from a 2-0 halftime deficit. Chivas teammates Juan Ocampo and Antonio Salazar put Mexico ahead with goals in the 9th minute and first-half injury time, giving El Tri the only lead it held in the tournament. Tomorrow's semifinals are now set. Costa Rica will meet Honduras, while the U.S. will face host Trinidad. Both matches will be played at the Marvin Lee Stadium in Macoya. The third-place match and the final will be on Sunday. Now, let's take a trip around the Confederation. Matias Vuoso of Santos and Leandro Augusto of Pumas scored less than 9 minutes apart in the first half, leading Mexico to a 5-1 victory over Bolivia in a friendly international last night. Vuoso added his second goal of the game in the 59th minute. Afterwards, Sergio Santana scored on a penalty kick in the 71st, and Jose Maria Cardenas added the 5th with 6 minutes left in the game. A standing room crowd of 18,296 watched at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado. Mexico, which is winless in its last 4 World Cup qualifiers, will host Costa Rica on March 28th in final round qualifying. In Group 8 Copa Santander Libertadores play last night, Mexico's Guadalajara beat visiting Caracas FC of Venezuela 1-0. Aaron Galindo scored the game's only goal in the 79th minute. Chivas reclaimed the top spot in Group 6. The U.S. women's national team fell in a penalty kick shootout to Sweden in the championship game of the 2009 Algarve Cup after the match ended with a 1-1 score in regulation. Shannon Box equalized in the 90th minute, and the match went directly to penalty kicks, where the USA lost 4-3 after 7 shooters. U.S. goalkeeper Hope Solo was named the tournament's outstanding player. Canada's women's national team will get the opportunity to defend its Cyprus Women's Cup title today against England in Nicosia, Cyprus. The Canadians have not played England since May 2003, when they won both matches of a 2-game series by the same score, 4-0. And that completes our trip around CONCACAF. Now it is time for today's CONCACAF quiz. Yesterday, we asked if you could name the player who scored a single-match CONCACAF Gold Cup record 7 goals on July 11, 1993 against Martinique. Thanks to everyone who emailed us an answer. That player was Ruiz Roberto Alves, also known as Zage. In fact, no other player has scored more than 4 goals in a single Gold Cup tournament. Alves scored an amazing 7 in 1 game. Today's question keeps us with the Gold Cup. Simply put, can you name the player who was the MVP of the first CONCACAF Gold Cup in 1991? If you think you know the answer, please send an email to VideoSignals@concacaf.org before 12 p.m. New York time tomorrow. Those who answer the question correctly will have their names placed into a weekly contest, where the winner will receive a CONCACAF prize. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for joining us at Video Signals, your source for CONCACAF news.